Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be continuing my what if Asta was the son of Fana and Igneel. I believe that this is part 5. Yeah, this is part 5. So last where we left off was when Asta had gotten married with Sekre slash Nero, and they were in the Heart Kingdom in the Elysia where the elves were, because Asta wouldn't want to be still in the Clover Kingdom since what he had done and all. As now this will be as this will be, let's just say, 1 year after they have moved there. As now Asta and Sakurai, as they had lived there for a year, like I said, and they would actually how should I explain this? They will have a kid, or she will Sakurai will actually get pregnant now. And Asta is 17? No? I think it's 18 or something. Yeah, I'll have to say that she's 18 now. And Jacob will get pregnant and I will, as it was in the 8th month, it was nearly the time for the birth. As they sent a message to the Clover Kingdom and their friends that Asta will have a kid. As now, as everyone would be happy and also kind of confused. Wait, they have only been married for 1 year and they already decided to have a kid? So they will all still be happy because now they realize that boy, that they didn't know if it was a boy or girl, but that child will be extremely powerful. The seals will wonder, what kind of magic will it be? So, yeah, everyone traveled there to just be there and help them with the arrangements and all that. As they all began to get together to just travel there, as the Black Bulls would gather everyone. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, they would take the Black Bull's hideout as, what was his name again? Henry. The guy with the house magic that makes the hideout to turn around so often. As he would turn it to a ball and they would just go there. So we gather Julius, the entire Black Bull squad, Mimosa, Juno. Well, of course they are part of the Black Bull, so they will also go there, but Aesir, Merleona, Figoglia, Leopold, Nucel, Nebra, Solid, and some other royals, and also which more? I know there's more. God damn it, I can't figure out more. But yeah, still I get around the Black Bus would just tip them out with a ball and just go there. Travel to the Elves Forces. When they got there, it was almost time for birth. As Asta was being near Secret and said, "Come on, honey, you got this." Right when they got there and was about to open the door, the, the baby had just been born as Thanos was about to open the door to show everyone in. She said, "God damn it, I missed my grandchild's birth. Damn it." As Igneel would laugh and say, "I saw it since I connected to Asta." No, he would say that, he would say, "Haha, I saw it." As Fana would slap the face beard and say, "Stop bragging! Of course you could see it. You're tall enough to see through the windows. And you have that super vision of a dragon." It would all be jealous of Igneel, as everyone be happy now. As they didn't know what to name, as the child would be a boy. Didn't know what to name the child yet. I don't know, I haven't figured out a name yet. I'll probably just figure out one soon. Uh, yeah, I will just go and figure out a name for the baby now. Okay, so I figured out a name now. The baby will be named Natsu Julius Jami Dragneel. As Julius and Jami as middle names, but it will be named Natsu. Well, they should be named. As the baby had pink hair, kind of pink and reddish hair with some black spots. No, no, scratch that. It would have red hair. Yeah, red and pink hairs. It will be kind of like a mixing between those two. So it looked like it kind of merged together at some spots. Like it was just switch over from pink and then it will get more reddish and so on. And vice versa. So everyone will be happy and celebrating the elf village there. Asta would stay there as Asia would kind of be happy that she, even though she's not Asta's real mom, she was still happy to be like another grandma. Yeah, and Lumiere was happy for Zachary and Asta. Julius was happy to see. Julius was all geeking around with Asta as well because I nearly forgot that Asta was a magic geek in this too. They would both geek around and say, I wonder what magic he will have. And Julius would say, yeah, what magic will have? Should we try to find out? Zachary, Fana, and Aesir. Now, as Fana and Aesir were just smack those two and say, stop geeking! And she's still a baby. So they say, ow, why do you have to be so harsh? Yes, they all would laugh and say, yeah, but still though, as everyone wondered, we would be extremely happy for Asta, as Yuna would say, I think I got a new rifle now. I sort of say, yeah, I won, Yuna, I was the first one to get a child. As Yuna said, Yuna would get red-faced and say, what do you mean? I never knew it was competition. Asta said everything is a competition when it comes to rivals. Yuna said, fine then. As Yuna had so many fangirls around him, so he didn't know what to do with like a girl. But some years would have passed now, let's just say jump skip to when Natsu is 2 years old. He will have a white scarf. He will look exactly like Natsu from Fairy Tail, except for that he will have Asta's eyes and his color, but he will also have the ability to be like the stone-faced and cold-faced as Zachary would have in the beginning. And also as Natsu will be a magic geek as well. He was always wondering when he was called Julius uncle. So when Julius was there, Asta, Julius, and Natsu would be like magic geeking, talk about different magics. It's easier in the Fana and Zachary said, I really hope that this wouldn't happen. So I'll just smack them again and say, stop geeking! So as Marx would call Yola said, get back to work! as Asta and Natsu would say, shut up, mushroom head! As Marx would say, Asta, and a kid that looked exactly like Asta said, wait, you have a child now? So said, yes, you got a problem? No, sir, as Marx would fear Asta because Asta was so goddamn strong. And now, they will always be magic geeking around when they could be, when Fauna and Aesir wouldn't be looking, or Zachary either. So all would have fun. So now Asta would actually come and visit the Black Bulls hideout sometimes. Oh yeah, and I forgot that Nocel and Nebra and Solid was also there and visit when the child was born. So all will be happy for their little brother and so. And they were all glad that they were the aunts and the uncles. And they all had a nephew. As wait, let's just say that. Uh, what to do now to continue the story? I want to continue this to at least like. I don't know if I will be able to make it to 10 parts, but I at least want to make it 7. And I all want them all to be long. Because that part 2 was original, since it was like 4 different parts of part 2. It was because my recorded scrapped and split the video in pieces. So that's why there is no intro in the last 3 parts and only an outro on the last part. Yeah, but I want to make it like till part 7. Yeah. There was like, no, like, now Nuts will be 10 years old. And so now, the Diamond Kingdom would actually try to attack the Cloud Kingdom again, but now they were extremely strong. And they actually had needed Asta's help. So Asta would say like, you know I can't come in the Cloud Kingdom like that. Just that easy. So I'd say you don't need to get into the Cloud Kingdom. You just need to defend Kiran and the outer realms and the Forsaken realm. As Asta would agree because he didn't want to go to the capital near the capital at all because he didn't want to see all the destruction he made all those years ago. So now Asta would be 28. He could actually have grown quite a bit. And now he was just almost a little bit like 1 centimeter or something short. No, like 1 inch shorter than Julius. And let's just say that Juno was like a centimeter, half an inch shorter than Asta now. Asta would have grown beyond Juno, as you know, would understand this. Asta said, I guess I'm a late bloomer. Sekiro would also have grown, because she haven't grown since she was trapped in that, she was trapped as a bird for 500 for 500 years. She would have grown quite a bit, and she was as tall as Juno actually. No, she was the same height as Asta. As they both were late bloomers. So they all would go there, except for Asta would actually leave now. Let's say that he would leave Natsu with Fana and he will leave it with Fana and the elves. As Asa would be there as well to meet her grandchild and spend some time with with Natsu. As Igneel will be the mode of transport, since he's still the flame spirit and has to obey every order Asta says, kinda. Not every order, but he does because it's his son, and when he was a flame spirit, he was chosen, but he chose Asta. As they would flew now to Kiran as the Demkin would attack, and even the Golden Dawn wasn't not much for them, or not even barely. The Black Bulls barely stood a chance now. So now Asta would be right, because Asta would have stopped training. He would eat Ignil's and Fauna's flames almost every day, so he would grow extremely strong. So when he releases mana pressure, he could control it so much that... No wait, when they arrived to Kira, they saw like the fire burning in the city as it was almost taken over by the diamond mages. The Golden Dawn had to retreat and the Black Bus was on their way as well. As now the Black Bus would have arrived earlier than Asta, as they would have tried to hold it, but they couldn't. They were pushed back to retreat now. Everyone was retreating. But now Asta would get near and he saw that the city was on fire and that the Golden Dawn and the Black Bulls have teamed up in a retreat camp and trying to recoup. Asta would fly down to them and ask what's the situation. As his sacred Lumiere would get there, yeah. Because no other elves could leave because they had to stay there in the Heart Kingdom and they didn't feel like it coming because Licht wanted to come but he needed to stay because he was the chief of the village. So we get there as Sikray and Asta and Lumiere would ask what's the situation as they all would be graced by the first Wizard King's presence. They all would bow down and then would bow to Asta too. Because Asta was kind of like a royalty because he was the son of the Fire Dragon King. But he kind of didn't like the title, so he said, you don't need to bow to me. As Lumiere would say the same thing. They would ask, how's it go? So the Diamond Mage that gone too far, they pushed through from, and they have some weird magic that they have more of those experiments with double magic. I'd say, what kind of double magic is it and who are they? I'd say that. You know that Diamond Mage you fought in the first dungeon? Yeah, he has actually joined our side now. He has changed. He met the human Fana after Fana got back to her elf body as we say. I should be confused now, but then Sekiro explained everything and I should understand. Okay. So he's on our side now. Yes. But there are more of the experiments they have. One has ice and fire magic, rampaging. One has thunder and shadow magic. As the other have water and blood magic. And the last one had poison and actually let's just say that it had poison and curse magic. Yeah. I thought we said today 4 of them, huh? Yes, and someone managed to get on the Wizard King's power level, but the Wizard King is busy protecting the capital in case an attack happens there. So we need you on the front line. So say, okay, so how many others are there? I said like all the 8 shining generals. As I said, that's bad news, real bad news. If 4 of double magic mages is there, and with those combos and 8 shining generals, they really want a full scale invasion now. As Asta would say, okay then. As Asta would say, Dad, time to go. Also to say, wait here. Always burn some shit from them. He would just go there and said, up in the air flew over Kiran's and say, Flame Spirit Magic, Flame Dragon Magic, Flame Spirit Dragon Magic, True Flame Spirit, True Form Dragon, King, Flame Spirit, True Fire Dragon King form, Target Flame Burst. So it should, like, the dragon would roar flames out of his mouth and they will They would all target the shining only the diamond mages, as it wouldn't cause any damage to everyone else. Only those. As the diamond mage would just feel this magic and how strong it was. And they would look up and they see a freaking dragon, and someone standing on it, just commanding it. And so like, oh, this is bad news. He was 3 of the diamond mage 8 shining generals would have been taken out, and almost every troop would have been hit. As the 5 8 shining generals that were survived barely survived, as they put up a barrier, as the other ones were completely knocked out. So now they all rose up to Asta. At first it was that boar mage, like, that fat guy that attacked at first in the cannon, Kieran. As Asta would easily just destroy it with some little flames. And we just destroy him. Then it was that lightning bird magic guy. As we just use fire dragon's roar, fire dragon claw. So just fire dragon claw slash. So just form his hand to his hand would turn into a fire dragon claw, and just swipe, and it will be a fire slash, knocking him out. As the others now rose at the same time, all the 3 of them that was left, and together with the double mages, still would attack Asta. As Asta said, oh god, I don't know how you can take those all. As Igneel would say, you can do it, son. Just eat some flames of mine. So they said, okay, let's do this. As Igneel would now just say it himself, say, fire dragon, flame spirit, true dragon, fire king, flame burst ball feeding, flame feeding ball. As he would engulf himself in a ball of flames, as Asta would be on top and just eat all the flames. So they just eat them and said, delicious as always, Dad. As they all would be like, what? He ate the flames? So they said like, no, let's get back to the fight. So Asta would just use fire dragons roar. So just roar at everyone there. As the shining generals was no more. And the double mages was barely able to dodge, as the poison and the curse magic mage would have been burnt to ashes. As now the fire and ice mage would go up against Asta and said, try to hit this, as he would use a combo move called Frozen Flame. As it would be it would be fire magic, but it would be ice that moved exactly like flames and all. As I would say, like, can I eat this? As Igneel would say, says it's still a sort of flame, but it's ice magic. You should still be able to do it because you can eat fire and flames. As we just eat it, said, a bit cold, but it tastes good. As the ice fire mage would be like expressed, what are you, some sort of monster? As we was like, maybe not. As he would just use fire dragon fire. As he would just use fire dragon creation magic. Fire dragon copy. No, fire soldier copies. As he would just create fire copies of himself, attacking the ice fire mage. As the ice fire mage would be knocked out. As now, I don't remember exactly what the other side. I think it was water and so. I don't remember what other element the water mage had, but yeah, the thunder and the shadow mage, as his common medic was that, would attack Asta now, completely as wrath, because he had lightning. He was extremely fast, but Asta was also fast due to that he was a dragon, half dragon. should keep up with them, and everyone just saw it on the ground like lightning and flames clashing in the sky, as Igneel would have left Asta there to battle because they needed the guys needed protection, and Asta ordered Igneel also to take care of the other troops. As it would take like fire, dragon, iron fist, as the shadow electric guy would say, "You're dead now." Seriously, electric shadow slash. So just create a shadow slash with electric on it, black lightnings on it. Us was barely able to dodge and said, "Ooh, that was close. You're pretty good." It was a long time since I had this good a fight. As the fire, as the electric shadow dragon, no, electric shadow mage would say, "Not bad for you either. You're pretty good." As I was sitting now, you will die. So then the mage would say, "What? You can't kill me. Not for attack I faced me." As I said, "It's time that I stop holding back so much. Maybe I should use 2% of my powers." As the demon mage said, "Well, wait, what? How much have you been using yet?" About 0.5% of my power. If you're not using my transformation magic as well. Still just say, how are you this strong as us to just activate his minor person now that he have boosted his power to 2% of its true form? As the shadow mage would just easily be handled now. All it took was just one scratch of fire to knock him out as he fell down to the sky, burning to ashes. As now we will go back to Asia and Fana and Natsu, as they will have some orbs so they could see what Asta did. As they saw what Asta did, Natsu will be like, "Oh, that is so cool." So they said, "Yes, yes. But I wish he could just stop having some fun and just end it already." Said Aesir. As Fana would say, "You must understand that you haven't been in battle in over 10 years. You have just been training. You need to have fun now." Aesir would say and said, yeah, but he's overdoing it." And I should say like, "That is so cool. When I grow up, I want to be like Daddy." So both would say, "No way, you're not gonna be like Dad." Not to be sad, I say, "Why? Do you really want just to be just like Dad? Do you not want to be better than him?" As not to say, "You really think I can be better than Daddy? I mean, Daddy's the strongest one." As Asta would sense that they're watching and said, "That's I'm not the strongest. I know there must be someone stronger than me. I mean, otherwise I'm like a god." Signal left said, "I know there's someone stronger than you, but I won't tell you who." Astra said, "Ha ha ha, funny Dad. I know that it's you." Signal just realized that he has kind of spoiled who it was, and it's to be like, "Oh crap. Now he will just want to fight me." Astra said, "You know I can read your mind, and no, I don't want to fight you, Dad. I don't want to kill you when I go all out. I don't want animals to get really hurt." As the girls, as Nuts would say, like, "Grandpa is stronger than Daddy?" As Swan would say, no, they're joking. They're equally strong. But Asta has more flexibility, so and have much more battle experience and know how to fight and adapt. Your dad is a battle genius, so if they fought, Grandpa would lose to Daddy. It's not to say, "Oh, son, want to be better than Daddy." It's not to say, it's also to say, "That's the spirit, kid." was the opposite was to continue fighting. Now back to Asa's perspective. He was now fighting the water and what was it now? Water and blood magic, yeah. It was just like water blood curse. Water blood rain. So just rain, start to rain blood and water against Asa with curses in them. Asa just actively says flame shield and just burn them. So now the real fight would begin because the water and blood mage was the strongest, as he used his blood magic to boost his power and all that his body as it was growing and getting more muscles and got bigger and so he wasn't just as agile as he was before the transformation, but his strength was pure. So Astor sensed said, okay, so you sacrifice your agility for strength, shared strength. You know that you can't beat me. As the matron said, can't beat you. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Of course I can beat you. When I've transformed, Asano said, you can't beat me. Just surrender already. As the matron said, what? You want me to surrender? As it would laugh like hell I would. Asano said then you left me no choice but to kill you. I see that I was about to say something, but then he would just cough at blood as Asta had ordered fell through him with his sword. But he wasn't cut, it was incinerating from inside as Asta used a flame sword that would just burn his soul from existence and then burn his body. And he screamed more on that as the battle was almost over. England had taken care of the diamond made chest now. As the battle was over, everyone returned to celebrate, but Asta was exhausted because he hadn't fought this much in 10 years, so he would just pass out and fall asleep by falling down from the air. So then his wings would appear and he would sleep while flying down. Signal would say like, yeah, he definitely got the lazy side from me. As Asta would also be kinda lazy sometimes, but he would still get the flame spirit to never give up, but yeah. As Asta was sleeping, flying down, someone would be like, oh god, no. Will he be asleep for those long times as he would? Because Asta would be famous for his long naps. It was like one day after he had trained really hard and taken care of and run and played with Natsu, Asta would just pass out and just sleep for an entire week. Natsu would say, Dad is dead, Dad is dead. As Sakura would say, ran and said, what do you mean? That I played with Daddy and trained with him all day, then he just fell down. Sakura sighed and said, oh, not again. As Natsu said, what do you mean? Has this happened before? And Sakura explained everything and said that sometimes when Daddy gets really exhausted and tired, he sleeps for extremely long times. And I hope this is just a week long, and not like the other ones that one time he was asleep for 3 months, and another one he was asleep for 1.5, over 1 a year. That's not to say that, what, Daddy can sleep that long? He's so lazy. Sakura said, Dad is not lazy, he's just an extremely hard worker, as he works so hard that he sleeps for an entire year. That's not to say, I want to be exactly like Daddy. I want to be a hard worker like him. Sakura said, you're not gonna be a hard worker like him, I can't take 2 long nappers. Now back to real time, because that was just a flashback. They were all just returned there, and Asta just flew back to Elf Village. Like, no, he would flew back, he was fall asleep. Now when he landed, like 2 meters off the ground, his wings would just pop out, and Asta would just fell down. As they would just hurry and grab him, as they just realized he was sleeping. He was literally sleeping loud. As easier, sicker, and everyone else in the world and all those that were worried about him when he slept like a year before a little back. Saint said, he's always like that, huh? As the ruler said, in order to make him to not fall asleep so much, they needed to make him used to this. As now each month Asta would battle the captains from the capital. As each time Asta would still fall asleep after winning, but it wouldn't take so long for him to wake up. As after this nap, Asta would wake up after, let's just say, a month. Yeah, a month. I don't know if I said a week earlier, but it's a month. I just wake up and not to say, "Daddy's awake, Daddy's awake." As I slowly say, "Yeah, you're as spirited as ever, kid." So she said, "Daddy, you gotta teach me how to eat flames." So Asta said, you can't eat those flames because now they would. I don't know. You need your grimoire first to see if you can eat those, depending on magic. That's what I say. Oh, no fair. I want to eat flames. As Fana and Aesir would be like, you're not gonna eat flames. No, it was this Fana. It was Sekre and Aesir would say, you're not gonna eat flames. You're not gonna be a freak just like your dad. Not to say, little freak. Dad is tall. I started explaining everything about how Asta was short until it was like 18 and you were born as you grow taller then. Still would be not would be surprised and said Daddy was short. Asta would be like, did you have to tell him? Asta would be like a fake sad look and say, you're hurting my feelings. Still, I'll be like, oh god, no. As not to say, Daddy, so you okay? As Asta would just trapping in a hugging and say, I gotcha. So I'll be like, oh, god damn it. As now, fast forward 5 years, Asta would travel sometimes to that lava region to train Natsu when Sekiri wouldn't have. Sekiri was gone and Acer wasn't there visiting. So, but when Sekiro and Acer, Sekiro found out she was told Acer, they would all go rushing there as us and be like scared of Sekiro and Acer because they always be like that. Yeah, and also let's say that the volcanic region was actually in the in the Grand Magic Zone between the Spade Kingdom and the three other kingdoms. So Asta was trained there all days and for weeks now. It's easier second would find out as soon as they found out they would just flew there to say, oh, not good, not good. It's not just that, what's good, what's good. Also, sort of say, if Granny and the mom is finding out that it took years, no, that's weird. Oh no, that's bad, really bad. I sort of said, Igneel. This Igneel will be the victim as well. So we just flew away immediately. But they would immediately be caught up by Acer and Secrets. They would just seal. So all like mad at us. To say, you're not gonna train our kid. He's gotta go smart and study. I said it would be kind of stupid, but he would still be intelligent. I sort of said, like, but how do you expect him to grow strong? He need to be strong in case anything happens. So they would all agree, but they said still. So now 5 years have passed since the Diamond Kingdom's invasion, and it was time for Natsu to get his grimoire. As they would travel there, something strange happened when they got there. They went to a harsh village. So now Arthur sensed that presence that it hadn't felt since he got his grimoire, and said, and Asta could now reach out to it with his soul and said, "Hello there, devil." So devil would be surprised that someone found out and said, "Huh? What are you? Wait, how can it be? You're a dragon and an elf? I thought they all was extinct." as the anti-magic devil wouldn't know that the elves was reincarnated and all that. So sort of said, huh, so you don't remember me? As the devil would remember, like, wait, you're that kid that somehow managed to get my sword. So sort of said, your sword? It actually belongs to someone else. You just possessed his grimoire when he was dead the first time. Said it was the first time, and then Asta would explain everything to him, and they were all speaking his mind. I said that I would say, if you're that guy, then you may be able to. Asta said, I am able to wield your anti-magic. So they would say, how did you know? Asta said, it's easy. I can sense ki, what kind of magic people have, and all that, and I can sense negative mana, and you have lots of it. And you have not just negative mana, you have that kind of magic pressure, that magic essence that comes from the negative mana comes from the swords as well, as I'm able to wield them without my magic draining. And you have the exact same presence, and I know that they can destroy magic, so it's based on anti-magic. So they would say, fine then. And his grimoire comes down, and just Asa's grimoire comes up too, as they would merge together. So everyone was surprised, like, wait, he already got the grimoire, and he's 33 now. And he already has second grimoire. As the anti-magic demon's grimoire would just merge, and also get some anti-magic flame spells. So it would merge. And yeah, now remember the third fire magic, so that it will be anti-fire magic. It's not really surprised that I was supposed to get a grimoire, not you. I started to laugh and said, yeah, but this grimoire has actually belonged to me a long time. Was actually supposed to be with me a long time ago, but it did. So something's happened and it didn't. That's not what I wouldn't understand that. I would say, I can't explain to you. As now they would go there and wait for their selections, as Asta and all those that was there. Fana was there as well. Igneel had shrunken down to his salamander size and just a hider on Asta's shoulder, but they didn't know that they were they didn't know that they were elves or anything. So they were like dressed like commoners. So they would just spend the day out there. Wait, as they would wait for the grimoire selection ceremonies. Then there were some nobles there and all that. But then a bright light as a book, some of the a grimoire from the highest rank, like at the top where the started closed. Everyone was surprised that it had burning. As it almost have some kind of purple blue. No, it would have like a blue, blue see-through. No, like I don't know how to explain it, but it would have like it would have that flame aura, but it would also have like a symbol of a lock, because Seger's magic is sealing magic. Hold on. But it wouldn't be so strong. It would only have like one spell. He would be able to sail. Yeah, but no, wait. Let's just get back to the poster. As I would be surprised as that it would go directly to Natsu. As it was a 4-leaf clover with golden corners and all that. It would kind of look similar to Asta's, but it wouldn't have a dragon on it. It would have a golden lock on it, as well as some flames. as oh wait, let us see that it thought everyone was surprised that they would be mad because they not knew that who Asta and those were and they would be mad at. The nobles would be mad at a filthy commoner, a peasant got a four-leaf clover, as they would just have gotten a three-leaf clovers. Not just that, the book was thick, boy. The Nazis' grammar was thick, boy. As the whole bananas also would say, "Come now, kid, let's just leave." As they all went out. As the nobles would already have gone out and waited for them, said, "We will burn that grimoire." As Nuts would said, "Dad," as Asta said, "you can handle this on your own. Just open your grimoire and see what spells you have. You know how I taught you how to use them." As Nuts would open grimoire and see like a spell that said, "Oh, this is cool." So just say, "Fire seal, fire magic." It said, "Fire barrage, fire fists of fire fist, no, fire fist heavy fire." No, no, I don't know how to call the spell, but what should the spell be? Let's say fire dragon king. No, it wouldn't be a fire dragon magic. It would be, yeah, okay, let's say this. Flame seal magic. Sailing magic sail barrier, as they would use the flame magic. As they, no, it was five nobles that were attacked. One had electric magic, one had wind magic, one had flame magic, one had water magic, and one had actually had no, two people had fire magic. One had electric magic, one had wind magic, two had flame magic, and one had water magic, as they would attack. So, Nuts would say, "Flame sealing magic, and I would say, I should said, Spire shield." As the shield would just, no, he would say, "Spire's barrier." Instead would be like protecting them. As Nuts would have learned how to control his mana and just release a little bit of it, except for in the spell, and to hide it, how powerful the spells were. As when the smoke cleared the nobles, so that it was just a berry and the 15-year-old kid. And now in this series, Nuts will be actually the same as Asta was back then. As Nuts would say, "Now then," as sort of said, "Good boy, now we can finish them off." As they would say, as the smoke cleared, nothing had happened to them. As Nuts would say, "Fine then." Yes, here's just flame magic. Lion King's face. Lion King's, no. Lion. So just flame creation magic. Lion King. Yeah. Flame creation magic. Lion King. So the curse create a giant lion that would chase the nobles, and yes, you're supposed to smash them in there, in the walls and all that. So now everyone would settle down. As now they would see some smoke there, like the smoke that Julius sees whenever he runs to be a magic kick. As Asta would also be magic kicking already, but not just magic say, "Oh, that's awesome, it's so cool." As Fana Secret would just smash him, as Aesir would come there as well. If should have known that they would go to Heart's Village because it was closest. It was the closest, but it was there that Asta needed to see something there. As Asta would have told her about it, that he needed to see something there, so they would go there to get his grimoire. As now Then he's gonna see like Asta geeking around his magic, and I was like, oh god, I hope that this will never happen. As Yells would see around, as Ace would see Yells running, I said, oh no, oh no. As he would say, what? Asta, what kind of magic does he have? As Asta would say, just look at it. As he would just take it, not to scream, and said, show him to Yells. He has flame magic, and flame sealing magic, and sealing magic. As Yells would be like, kicking her. That's awesome! As now another asked, said, Dad, will I be able to eat flames now? Esther said, no, son, you needed to have fire dragon magic to do that. Esther said, oh, that's sad. But Esther said, don't be sad, you have sealing magic, that's awesome. You can just seal away attacks so you can protect them. So you don't need to seal eat the flames. I think you can just seal it inside you. Steelers would think like about it and said, that's kind of possible. Still be magic geeking around and say, oh, I can't wait to see your Morse Plus just acing now would land and say, of course you've already started geeking us too. It's a great fun. And Acer just smack Julius and Asta and said, stop geeking around. As not to be like, look at my grimoire and be like, let's say, I am Prince Dad and a Wizard King. As soon as this mode, Sekiro stopped smashing Asta and Julius but started smacking and not so later said, stop being such a boy. It's not so what did you did that for? As Asta would say like, yeah, why did you hurt my kid? As Sekiro would just smack him and said, shut up. Asta would say like, no, you shut up, and slapped her again. Then just she slapped her, but this time Asta caught her arm and just ran her, took her into his grasp and just kissed her. That's what I said. Yeah, not to just look away. So now actually Juno would have gotten together fun. So they would just go and visit Juno because Juno had moved to the capital. He had found someone that he was with and was dating now, and they would get about to get married. As Asta would have known this. And say, it's perfect, we will go there and then we'll just go to the capital. As Asta said, this is the one of the few times I will go visiting the capital again. As the Witch King will say, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, it won't be held at the capital, it will be held here in Harsh. As was like, what? Hillis would explain why, as also remembered, oh wait, yeah, I forgot. I was actually, it was actually here that I found Juno. Yeah, that explains it, as us would just go and meet father after all these years. His father was really, really old now. He was like 80. No, he was like 40 in canon at the beginning. Now Asta was like 15 years old. No, he would be like 18 years older, so he'd be like 58. His father would be glad to say, wait, why do I feel like I know you? As the father would say, looking at us, I said, it's me, Asta, Dragneel, Vermilion, Silva. She's like, it's you. So this tongue and said, and who's this little kid? As Asta said, oh, that's my son. His father would be like, what? You have a son? He was such a freak out. Asta said, you don't have to make such a fuss over it. The seals would have followed there to visit, and Astrid's sister and said, hi, my lady. As he would just go to his knee and kissed her hand as a gentleman. As Secret say, huh? What have happened? He never done that before. As Astrid said, well, she did kind of raise Juno for some years, so I have to be gentle against her. She would said, laugh and said, you don't have to act so unlike you used to be. So I said, like, yeah, I used to be a bad boy. Such a punk I used to be. I slowly would say, yeah, you were such a punk as cigarette. So, uh-huh. I started to explain everything that he got some here sometimes. He got here one time, crying with Juno where he met Juno and all that, and then met Sister Lily, and just she became like trainer, kind of like a good friend of his. She could be like sounds like, so he doesn't want to cheat on me. So I still would know what she said. She said, what the fuck? What did creep do you take me for? She's like 20 years older than me. No, you know, she's like so much old. She's 15 years older than me. Shouldn't be like 48. No, oh yeah, my father wouldn't be 58, he would be 68. She still heard to say, she second say, what do you take me for? I've only met her some few times, and you think that I was in love with her? What do you take me for, some weird creep? She's fucking 15 years older than me. Sekor said, and how do you know that? Asta said, I know that because Juno told me. As Lilo said, oh yeah, how is Juno? Asta said, explain everything. But he would have said, Juno is fine. As he knew that it was a surprise that Juno was gonna get married. As us didn't know who it was, but he knew only that he would get married. As yes, he hadn't met Noel yet at ACR, and the Silva family was there. So Black Bull was coming to the wedding as well. As they didn't knew either. He had you as actually only one captain knew who it was, and only one family, and they had to keep it secret from everyone, especially Asta and the Black Bulls, because they wanted to just be a surprise. So to get there now, they were starting to Asta would say like, "Oh yeah, surprise! Yuna's gonna get married today." So they say, "What?" And said, "So we not get invited?" Asta said, "You're automatically invited. He's gonna have his wedding here." Asta said, "What?" So I'll be surprised. So now everyone was waiting there as Juno's soon-to-be wife was hidden between some magic barriers, so Asta couldn't smell who it was either, because they had some so, like some scent nullifiers on the wife, as she was almost as tall as Juno, a little a head shorter than Juno. So yes, I used here in the silver, you just would get there. Noah as well. So I still say like, it's not my sister, that would be weird. I still say, hi sis. Snow will say, oh, hi. Hi, Asta. Asta just come and hug her and say, I missed you. She will just say, I missed you too, so they will hug each other. And say, Noah will say, nuts and say like, and, oh yeah, and this must be nuts. As nuts would say, and who's this old hag? It's not, as Asta would freak out and say, what? She's not an old hag, she's the same age as me. She's my sister, adoptive sister. That's what it. So she's my auntie. A Snow didn't visit Asta too often because of reasons. Yeah, wait a minute. No, I would be really mad at nonsense. I'd slap Asta and said, didn't you raise your kid? A second say, he did. I forbid. What the hell did he do to Kidas? No, what the hell did he do with my nephew? Didn't he raise him? Second will come say, I didn't allow him to raise him. And Snow will say, oh, hi, Secret. They were talking to Secret explain that you know how dense and dumb he is. As Astor say, I'm not dumb. As Secret said, shut up, and slap him. Astor said, what was that for? I was talking to Noel. Secretary said and gave him the evil girl. Also said, yes, sorry, honey. It's not supposed to be like, oh God, so mom is stronger than dad. So he thought like, oh God, so mom is stronger than dad. So to say, she's not stronger. She's just really, really scary. Secretary heard this and was slapping again. This time Asta will fall down. Secretary explained that you know how dense he is and all that, so I forbid him to raise nuts on his own, so it wouldn't be exactly like Asta. But he has his genes, and apparently sometimes Asta took nuts on secret training trips with his grandfather to the volcano. As Noel said, oh, no, that volcano. Secretary said, yes, and so guess that's why Snow would be still be mad at us, but she would still understand it. And since she's my auntie. Yes, child. Don't you understand a single thing now? So you're fucking 15 years old. You should understand things now. And Secretary says that science said. It's not what else science said. They're just like each other. They're basically just a another version of Asta. They both sit down and wait for wedding now. As now they would just see that the girl was walking up there. The Juno was waiting on the stage. As I just see that Asta was the one to walk the girl up, as he didn't know who she was, but the key was familiar. But Yamed, as they have helped to block the key as well, because they knew Asta could sense key as well. He only knew that it was familiar. He didn't know who it was, but he knew that he felt this key before. And he couldn't see through it, the disguise either, because of some precautions. As you wouldn't want anyone to know who it was until it was time for the marriage, as Asta would walk her up. As the wingman, I think it is. As the priest would be the one to give the speech, and no, as the wizard king would be the one to give this, the ceremony and tell everyone about that. So, do you know Silva take Mimosa Vermilion as your wife, as everyone was like, wait, 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 what? As the Vermilions was also there because they were invited. So we like, us look at Vermilion and said, you knew about this. As she said, yeah, and Leopold said, I didn't know about this. It was on the Merleon, I swear. As would see as he would see the fear in Astas and Zacharias. I didn't know Ellen and Aesir's eyes. So like, I didn't know anything. As for Golden said, like, I didn't know anything else. That he would be started to be studying and said like, you all three knew. I know that you're gonna get so beat up after this. As you would say, you're not gonna beat him up. But he said, yeah, do you know? Juno Silva, Julie said to Peter again, said, do you, Juno Silva, take Mimosa Vermilion as your wife, and promise to love her in all time and eternity, through, through winter, through summer, through cold and hot, through dark and light, through rain and sunshine. Juno said, yes. And then Niels said, do you, Mimosa Vermilion, take Juno Silva as your husband and promise to love him for eternity, for your entire life, for summer, for winter, for cold and dark, for light and spring, for rain and sun, and as he would he said everything that he said to Juno, and she said yes, and then we just kiss each other as everyone will be surprised and happy and just applaud. As a priest would see that the crowd say, you did scream so big, as Juno say, shut up, you're embarrassing me, as everyone would be surprised and say, wait, as most would just laugh and say, if you ask me, it's kinda cute, as he would say, what, honey? As I said, okay, now you gotta get a grandkid. Now you also say, okay, okay, you're my rival, right? You're still my rival, right? You said yes. As Asta said, like, so yeah, my son is. If you're gonna get a kid, my son will beat him easily. So you said, no, my son's gonna be bad. My kid's gonna beat him. As and the rival started not to be like, oh, I gotta get a I gotta get a cousin. As actually, short after that, actually Mimosa was pregnant. They would all realize this as the marriage were often as we said, wait, as you know, just say, Asta, shut up, because you know realized that Asta knew about it, that her somehow sensed it. As Asta would wanted to say, yeah, you understand, as you know, you know, and most of us use a plant the wind crunch to make a plant leaf tornado, as they would just slap Austin. So he flew back right into the like to the ground. I was like, oh, what was that for? They will say, shut up. It's not easy, and everyone will be wondering what it was. Then second would say, I think I know what it is. As Nell will just starting to get red because she realized that no, no, no. She'll just freak out and say, no, 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 no. Me also would say, hi, Noel, calm down now. I don't want to hurt you. She said, yeah. As now Mimosa would just use a plant medic to seal her mouth and say, shut it. So I realized sometimes Acer would say, so when's the kid gonna be born? As everyone would just be thought like, wait, what? As everyone would freak out. Then Asta would say, Asta would just say that, I knew it. He said, crap, we wanted it to be a secret until it was born. Also, it's like, so it's gonna be a rivalry. So, not so like, yes, I'm gonna have a cousin, I'm stronger than him. So he'd be like, oh god, just like your dad, as you know, say, no, my kid's gonna be stronger. Not to say, no, I'm gonna be stronger. As now, there would be a brawl. As the wind spirit will also be happy for you, so like, you know, you should marry me. As you know said, you know I can't marry a spirit, right? And since you're an elf as well, so you're kind of related to Asta as well, it would be kind of weird. As she would have forgotten about that she was an elf, but no, because also would have told us, Lich would have told the humans like about the true history of the wind spirit. As Asta wouldn't know about this, and it's like, wait, what? As you know, it's like, oh yeah, as Lich would actually be there because Juno is the reincarnation of his son, and someone else will be there as well. As Lich would say, oh god, Juno, did you have to tell him? Yeah, I said, it it wasn't my fault, it was it was Belle's fault. She asked me and said like, she should be want to marry me. I said, I can't marry you. You're a spirit, and besides, you're an elf. You was an elf, so you kind of related, and you're related to us as well. So it's not my fault. It's hers. As would be still confused. Say, wait, what? As Liquid explained that Fana actually had a sister that had a child. with an extremely, with the strongest wind mage ever, with one of the strongest wind mages that ever lived. And it was an elf as well, as they were born. They had a child. Then it started to name it Sylph. And after the elf massacre, Sylph became a the wind spirit, as well as that, and that is also how your dad became the flame spirit. I would say like, wait. As now their memories will return to everything because us would have some memories of it, not us. Us be like, wait, she's my cousin. Us Asta will just have like melt on his brain and say, oh god, as he would just fall and be like, As self be like, slash bell. Like, wait, what? So, Asta's my cousin? I should be like, I should say, okay, see what I took this real fast and say, oh, I guess we're related then, weird spirit. As she heard the remembers returned. Now she has actually begun to her actually true form because before she was just the same size as Sylph, as the Belle was, well, she was in her first form, but she looked exactly like Elaine and had her wings and that dress, and now she would have grown to the same size as Elaine actually. As would be like, so guess you're related then. As no, Sylph be like, yeah, I guess so. And she would have grown. No, she would actually be taller than Elaine now. She was as tall as Licht, and Licht was actually a little bit as the same height as Asta. So just hug each other and say, hi cousin. So like, hi. So everyone will be surprised like, this is way out of our hands. We'll all be confused and say, what? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, yeah, after that everyone was calm down and all that, and then let's just time skip. Let's just say that Mimosa was 8 months pregnant, so it'd be like a month until the baby was born. And this time it was a girl. Yeah, and that would be. Let me just figure out a name real quick for her. Okay, I figure out a name. The baby will be named Elaine. Elaine Noel Mimo. Elaine Noel. No, it will just be named Elaine Silva Vermilion. No, it will be named. Yeah, let me experiment with names. Let us say that she was named uh, Elaine Silva Vermilion. As let us see. To be happy about that is not to be happy to have a cousin now. And I could sense her immense mana. Also say, I could sense her mana. She's actually weaker than my kid. She's actually weaker than what my kid when it was born. Seems to that's fucking understandable. You're a freaking half dragon and half an elf. Everyone be surprised by this. And I said like, did you have to? You know said, oh. Then I said, so everyone be like, Wait, Asta's half-elf. That explains why he's so strong. And that's awesome. He's an elf. That's awesome. Everyone be like happy and lol that Asta was actually an elf. Yeah, this is where, no, it's not, let's just say, what I do now. Asta would be like, what? Yeah, Asta would all go back. Asta would go back now to elf village now. Spend some time there, alone, with his family and the other elves. Star would hear the news that Licht had a grandchild. It should actually be revealed that Licht was actually Yoda's father, and Lumiere was glad to have a nephew. I don't know if it's a nephew. No, it's a niece. As Lumiere would be glad to have a niece because Juno's mother was Lumiere's sister. It's everything that would be explained on the wedding. So yeah, I know there's something more I need to see, but I can't figure out what the hell it is. Oh god. Yeah, I will just leave it off there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind if you don't want to be subscribed more. Please like and comment what other what ifs I should do. Yeah, and I hope you guys peace out and stay safe.